England in '39. They went to England in '39 because they didn't want to stay in Switzerland. Switzerland didn't like refugees, foreign refugees. And we were waiting for a visa to America, so they saw in between waiting for a visa to America. It would be good to go to Switzerland, to England, but I couldn't speak English, so they were hoping that me and my two brothers will join them in England after a few months. But the war broke out. Of course, all the connections were cut off. And yes. So anyway, so from Calais we were stopped because the expedition, the British expedition was evacuating from Dunkirk to England, so everybody knows. So we had to retreat and to stay overnight on the farm. And then we had shooting. On one side the British were shooting, the other side the Germans were shooting. And we went into a day, the farmer let us stay in a pigsty. A lot of straw, we went there, well no pigs, but it was a pigsty nevertheless. And the next day we didn't hear nothing, it was quiet. My uncle said to my aunt, go outside and see what happened. We opened the little door, she went out, she came back to German side. Now that was completely different. The English, how the way they looked, you know, the neck in the face, maybe they probably didn't sleep, they didn't eat. And the Germans, they're sitting on a motorcycle, white gloves, eating from a tin. One of them went inside a farmer to see how many cows he had. And I mean, so we asked whether we can go back to Antwerp. In no way, all the roads are closed, we need those for the army. After 3 weeks we went back to Antwerp. Only about, I would say, 50% of Jews who lived in Antwerp before the war returned. The rest were all gone. And overseas, south of France to Vichy, part of France to Vichy. Well, in 1942 things became very, very bad because people were disappearing from the streets of Antwerp. So the Jews decided, those who remained decided to leave. So my uncle thought the best place is to go to a village, a town, which has got heavy industry. Coal mining, metal factories, because the Germans need working people, and there will be secure, not like in Antwerp, Brussels. And that's where we went. It was at Charleroi, it's a French part of Belgium. And in Charleroi, in July 1942, we had to wear the star. We had stars. We only got a star per person because the cloth was rationed. The Germans rationed the cloth for the star. So what did people do? They put buttons on them at the back, and they sew on their clothes and holes or whatever. And so they could take the star off and put it on this coat and put it on that coat. They could change it. Anyway, sooner or later we received a letter. My cousin, the oldest cousin, was 18, has to go to Malin, Mechelen. Mechelen is a concentration camp where they kept a lot of people for the sent to Poland. He didn't know it. He had no intention of going. So my uncle took a smuggler, and he smuggled my cousin through the border of Switzerland. And at that moment, he did reach Switzerland safely, where he spent the rest of the war. But then my uncle was very frightened to stay in Belgium because he knew that the Germans were going to look for his parents, for him. It was on the list, and so we had to flee. So we decided to flee to Brussels. So we all went separately to Brussels by train. dangerous, they uplifted you from the street. We arrived in Brussels. My uncle was sitting on the table. I had a conference with two smugglers, and he decided that we're going to divide and we're going to smuggle ourselves into Switzerland. So he asked me to go out and wants to speak to his children. What he decided was that my cousin, he was a year older than me, I was 14, he was 15, that we two should go first with those smugglers. I said, oh, okay, I'm quite ready. And that afternoon we went to Brussels station, Gare du Midi, and we booked the train to Paris. It was a night train. At that time we only went by night train because the British sent over planes and they were following the trains and bombing the trains, so maybe it was an army train. Anyway, it was night. We arrived at the border between Belgium and France. The train stopped. First of all came in a German, he said, anything to declare? There's nothing to declare. He looked through, said, okay, there's nothing. And as it happened, opposite us was sitting Belgian, non-Jewish Belgian. And they put into, there was a lamp up there, they unscrewed the lamp and put in tobacco. There were tobacco smugglers from Belgium into France. And of course there was no light. And they got very, very annoyed. So they had here a lamp, you know, battery lamp. And suddenly a German comes in and he says, Jude, Jew. And suddenly my cousin stood up and the smuggler put him on the neck, sit down. And he went to each face, Jude, and he went like this. And well, we were quiet, we were 14, 15, but I heard on the pavement a lot of noise because they managed to track a lot of children and put them outside the train, and we heard a lot of feet on the outside. Anyway, we arrived to Paris. In Paris we slept overnight, and the next day we went to Pontarlier. Pontarlier is a town, the last town before the Swiss border. We were told that if you go through the Swiss border, it's going to be two mountains. You're going to cross the first mountain, which is the red zone. Actually, you shouldn't be caught there. And then you come to no man's land, with a flat ground. And then you go to the second mountain, on the top is the Swiss border. But if they call halt, means stop, and you carry on, they shoot. They won't ask for a question, they shoot. But this we were very worried about. Anyway, this is the border actually. Yeah, this is the border. This is the first mountain here. That's the no man's land. On top there is Switzerland. So we had to cross this mountain. So he said, the smuggler said like this, we're going first, and you can follow us, but you can only follow us when we break a twig. When we break a twig, that's a sign for you to follow us, and we see it's all clear, we can carry on. But we're going to watch out where the German guards are. And that's how it was. When he came to no man's land, which was down here, in the flat ground, there was a farmhouse. And the smugglers told us to go to enter the back, was a barn, and he discussed, he went into the house.